Well, good morning, Masters University students. This is Mr.D. This is week number 8, our final week here at Masters University in Business Communications. So hopefully you're excited that we're just about done. And this has been one of my best classes here so far at the college. I've been teaching here since I think 2019 or 20. Anyway, you guys have been a great class. Everybody's been staying on top of their coursework. You've been turning in great stuff. You've been listening to my feedback. But I highly encourage you to continue to listen to my feedback, especially as we enter into this last week. Now, this week, as you'll see, there's no more grammar assignments. There's no more There's one more writing assignment, actually a few more writing assignments, but there's no more grammar, so that's done. And you do have an exam, but I'm going to go ahead and stop sharing my screen here, and I'm going to go ahead and go over to, let's see, do that. I just want to share. Okay, there we go. All right. You should see now our homepage in Canvas and my picture, and I'm going to go ahead and select module number 8. So, like I said, no more grammar assignments. Those are kind of easy, but you do have a discussion post, which is your final reflection. So, what have you learned throughout the course of this course? As you reflect on yourself the first day of class till now, what would you have done differently? That's the first thing. You also have a writing assignment. I think this is asking or requesting for a reference or for a job that you might be getting. I think that's what it is. It's related to that. It's either that or it's a cover letter. I think your cover letter was last week, so this is the one where you're requesting somebody to be a reference for you, and that's work writing assignment 15. Remember to be utilize, obviously good writing techniques as far as using proper grammar and sentence structure and punctuation, but also make sure your document, I don't care what it is, email, memo, letter, looks very readable, scannable, has a lot of skim value, use a lot of short single space paragraphs, all that stuff I've been really hounding you on throughout the course of this class. And then make sure you format your document correctly. If it's a letter, that it has everything a letter should have. If it's a memo, it should have only what a memo has, etc. So make sure you do that. And then you have your three final assignments, and they're all biggies. They're all worth 100 points. They're also worth not your final exam, but your two portfolios are both worth 100 points, and they're worth 20% of your grade, or maybe even 40% of your grade. They have a high value, a high weighted value. So don't skimp on these. They are very important. You could skip out on everything else this week, but don't skip out on those two because that'll have a significant impact on your final grade. Even if you've done really well up to this point and you just blow it on these last two, it could really affect your grade. But you do have an exam on just the chapters we've been reading, and then you have these two assignments. Now, the portfolio is an oral sales report. So you're basically got to speak for 12 minutes giving a proposal for your company that you selected two companies to do this for, and so you're representing one of those companies trying to sell or persuade the other company to be involved in this proposal with you and to be involved in this agreement that you want to make, this partnership. So you're trying to convince me. So make sure this is a business presentation. Make sure that it's a business presentation. You should use presentation software. You should use PowerPoint or Prezi or Google Slides or something, and then have a video of you giving that presentation. And if you have a downloaded version of PowerPoint, it gives you the ability to record a video in PowerPoint with your slides behind you. That's the best way to do it. And so you're presenting your presentation, you're pitching your proposal. You're using the AIDA method. So you're grabbing my attention, you're building my interest and desire, and then you're driving home with some course of action that you want me to take. And that needs to be verbally done. Now, written is different. You should not be reading your report for your presentation. And I'm going to be watching for that. I'm going to be looking at your sentences in the proposal, and I'm going to be listening to you. I'll give you a presentation. And if it's exactly the same and you're just reading it, then you're going to get a much lower score for your oral report. It needs to be different. It needs to be similar, yeah, but not reading it. And so you should be able to speak extemporaneously, as your book puts it. I think your book puts it that way, from your knowledge about the proposal. And you could follow the same format as far as the sections of your report, but it shouldn't be the same. So I'll be looking at that. And then your formal written sales report should look like a business report, meaning that you should have headings, you should have graphics, you should have short single space paragraphs, you should have bullet points, bold text, underlined text, all caps. It shouldn't just be a essay looking document. It should not be just paragraphs of plain text. Utilize those design elements. It actually spreads out your document a lot more when you use them than when you don't. Even though you're using single space paragraphs, they're little chunks of information separated by a space. So make sure you have all of that in your written sales report, and I will be looking for that. I'll also be looking for you to get my attention at the beginning. I'll also be looking for you to drive it home at the end and give me a course of action that I need to take. Don't just say, "Well, I hope you'll consider these things," and then end it. No, give me a next step. Got to give me a next step. So that's what I'll be looking for in both the oral and the written sales report. And those are very important. Again, worth a very high percentage of your grade, so don't neglect those. And then there's a little survey of how you can help us improve the course at the end. So that's it for this course. This is a little longer video than I normally do, but I want to make sure you understand how critical and important these last assignments are. And I know that a lot of you are very busy, but this is the week to buckle down on just this course and get these done well and finish well. Even if you've scored poorly on some of the original assignments, if you do well in these last two, it could jack your grade up quite a bit. So don't neglect them. Please do a good job. And let me know if you need anything, if you need some help with any of the assignments, you're uncertain. I know some of you have emailed me and I didn't see your email for over a week. I don't check my emails but a couple times during the week. So if you send me a message in Canvas, I'll get it right away. Or if you just want to use my cell number and text me, or use my personal email, which I provided both to you under the contact page, you can certainly do that. Or texting me is probably the best, but I did include all that in the original email that I sent you when I welcomed you to the course. So just go there, take a look, and all my information is there. That's the best way to get an immediate response from me. If you just email in the regular master's email, I'll try and check more often this week, but sometimes I don't check for a couple of days at a time, and then I miss maybe a critical question you might have. So I'll do better this week. But if you would try and reach out to me in other ways, that would help me out a lot. So, all right, have a great week, everybody, and thanks for being a great class. And this is my last video, so if you need anything even beyond this class, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I believe you're here for a reason. You got to know me, and I got to know you a little bit, so I'm willing to help you with references or prayer requests or references for jobs or references for scholarships or anything that you might need. I'm making myself available to help you in any way that I can. And of course, prayer or counsel, anything like that. I am a pastor as well, so you're welcome to reach out to me for any of those kinds of things. And I'm happy to help where I can. So God bless you all. And I pray many, many blessings and great success in all that you do in the days ahead. So God bless. Hope I see some of you again soon.